Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking. So basically today we're going to handle the fifth enterprise networking project on our list, and in the previous projects we've managed to handle the first, second, third and the fourth enterprise networking projects on our list. And if you've not watched the classes, I will leave a link on the description part of the video or the first comment. Click the links and start from project 1, come to 2, 3, 4 and finally to the fifth enterprise project. Alright, and also guys, if you are new to this channel or even if you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do us this favor: subscribe to our channel, click on the subscribe button, like our video and let's know what you're thinking on the comment section. Alright guys, so thank you so much and let's begin. Enterprise Networking Project 5. So guys, we always take case studies from students across the world and from other clients also, right? And we analyze the case study, we design a network and implement the network based on the requirements in the case study. So as you can see, we have another problem here that we received from one of the client, and before I may read the project, I want to say this: there are people who always ask me for these materials or the packet tracer file. If you are in need of these materials, you have to join the channel membership first. How to join the channel membership? Just go to your YouTube and then you search Guru Tech. Just go to our channel and you join. Here's the join button. You can choose any pack. The first one, GTech member. You can become a GTech member, which costs $1.49, and also you can become a GTech contributor or GTech Pro Super, and I recommend you just become a GTech member, right, which costs $1.49. Alright, so if you need any material guys, you have to join the channel membership first. If you need any packet tracer file or the PDF, this PDF here, kindly join the channel first. Alright, so guys, after doing that, now I can begin reading the case study. So we have a Radian Company Limited. It's a US-owned company that deals with banking and insurance. The company is intending to expand its services across the African continent, having the first branch to be located in Nairobi, Kenya. The company has secured a 4-story building to operate within the Kenyan capital city. Therefore, the company would like to allow sourcing the knowledge from a group of final year students from the local university to design and implement their company network. Assume you are among the students to take over this role. Carefully read down the requirements, then model the design and implement the network based on the company's need. Each floor has departments as provided in the table below. So guys, basically there is a company that it's a US based company and is intending to open a branch in Africa to be located in Nairobi, Kenya. And you know, as a company that is let's say it would like to inspire IT students, it has given the space or rather room for still students to come and design and implement the company network in order to improve on their skills. Alright, so as you can see, we have floors here. We have almost 4 floors, I believe so. First floor, second floor, third floor and fourth floor, and each floor has 3 departments with the respective number of users, at least 24 users on each floor. Alright, okay, alright, so I'll just go down. Now the requirements: use a software modeling tool to visualize the network topology. You consider requirement 3. Okay, the software tools that you can use includes Microsoft Visual Paradigm, or Draw.io, for modeling network design. So number 2, use any of the following networking simulation software to implement the above topology. Okay, so we are going to implement the topology that we've created here using Cisco Packet Tracer or GNS3. Alright, now there should be one router on each floor. The router should be connected to switches on that floor. Alright, use OSPF as the routing protocol to advertise routes. Okay, each department is required to have a wireless network for the users. Each department except the server room will be anticipated to have around 60 users, both wired and wireless users. Let me go back to the table. I can see each department will add at least 24, 24, 24, 24, 42. Okay, so include the wired and the wireless users, we should have 60 users. Okay, all devices in the network are required to obtain IPv4 address automatically. Devices in all the departments are required to communicate with each other. All devices in the network are expected to obtain IP address dynamically from the dedicated DHCP server located at the server room. Guys, this is a challenge. Remember, we've been using the router as the DHCP server. Now we are going to use a dedicated device, dedicated server device that is located at the server room as our DHCP server in the network. Okay. Alright, then we are also required to create HTTP and email servers also alongside DHCP server. Then we are required to configure SSH for remote access. So requirement number 3 is all about the hierarchical network design with the redundancy included. Okay, and as you can remember, in hierarchical network design we have core, distribution and access layers. And number 4, configure the basic settings. That's very easy. Number 5, we are required to configure VLANs. That's very easy. And number 6, planning of IP address and subnetting. Very easy. Number 7, end device configurations. Very easy. Number 8, configure port security. Very easy. And number 9, test communication. Very easy. And final number 10 is to document the project design and implementation, of which we will not do at this stage. So guys, as you can analyze this case study, guys, the first thing that we are required to do is to visualize the networking design, the network design or the network topology. Alright, and which tool are we gonna use? We can either use MS Visual Paradigm or Draw.io. Okay, and now in our case, guys, I already have this software, Microsoft Visual. So we are going to use Microsoft Visual. And guys, this is the first part of this project. I will divide this project in two parts. The first part is to model the network topology, okay, using MS Visual. And the second part is to design the network and implement it using Cisco Packet Tracer. So this first part, guys, is only to model the network topology using MS Visual. Okay guys, so basically stay tuned, subscribe and follow our videos, guys, so that you can understand how to model a network topology using a software modeling tool such as Microsoft Visual, Visual Paradigm or Draw.io. And finally, guys, you will understand how to design and implement the network topology using Cisco Packet Tracer. So guys, without any further ado, let's start working on the model of the network topology. And I have said that I will use Microsoft Visual, and here is our Microsoft Visual. I'm just going to start basic diagram here and create. Alright, so this is our workspace and the devices are here. Right, so let's just go back to the case study. We are being told that there are 4 floors and each floor has at least 3 departments as shown in the table here. Alright, and here also we've been told that there should be one router on each floor and that router should be connecting to the switches on that floor. Alright, so guys, basically we were told to consider requirement 3, And the requirement 3 was all about hierarchical network design. The hierarchical network design, we should have a core layer, distribution layer, and access layer. Okay, so let's say at the core layer we will have the 4 routers, okay, for 4 floors, and at the distribution layers we'll have layer 3 switches, and at the access layer we'll have access layer switches. And how many access layer switches? 9 I mean, not even 9 but 12, because 3 times 4, 12. Okay, so let's go back to Microsoft Visual. And how do we obtain the devices? I need a router. I'm just going here and write router like this, and you enter that, and you give it time. Okay, so here are the routers. We have network and peripheral 3D, network symbols. This is a router, network symbols 3D. Always choose network symbols 3D. Okay, so this is router 1, router 2. Let me put it somewhere here. Router 3 and router 4. Okay, how many routers do we need? 4 routers, right? And also guys, we need layer 3 switches. How many? 4 layer 3 switches for each floor. Okay, just write switch and give it time to load. Okay, so here are the switches. Just scroll until you see network symbol 3D here, network symbol 3D. For layer 3 switch guys, it's not labeled here, but now for the case of demonstration you can choose ATM switch. Okay, you place it somewhere there, you place it somewhere here, you place another one here and another one here. Okay, so guys, we're done with the core layer and the distribution layer. So let's move to access layer. And in the access layer guys, we are going to check on the number of departments required. If you check out the tables here, you can see that there are how many departments? 3 times 4, because there are 4 floors and each floor has 3 departments, so 12 departments. So let's say each floor has 3 departments as indicated. And now we are going to use access layer switch. For the access layer switch is just this work group switch. Okay, so let me put it there. That's the first one, second one, and the third one here there on the first floor. Then the another one, 1, 2, and 3. I'll just put them somewhere there just to minimize a bit. Okay, put that up somewhere there. Okay, then here down. Okay, alright, so basically also I'll do on this side. Just a minute, let me just put this one a bit up. Okay, also on this side we'll need 6 access layer switches, 6 access layer switches. Okay, okay, and then finally let me put 3 switches here. Okay, okay, I just minimize again. Oh, just a bit. Alright, no problem. So guys, we have all the layers included. We have the core layer at the center here, and the distribution layer on this side, and the distribution layer on this side, and finally access layer on this side and the access layer on this side. And as you can see, we have 12 departments I mean, and each switch represents a department. Okay, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 on this side. So guys, what's remaining is to connect these devices. Between a router to router, we're going to use a serial cable. Okay, we need a serial connection between the routers. So I'll just write link, just come here and write link like that and hit enter, and give it time to load. You don't need to connect to the internet, it's offline, it's searching, it's querying offline. So I'll just check on a better link here that is looking like a serial link. Okay, as you can see here, we have something that is called common link. So I'll just take it, you just drag it, place it on one router until it that square thing is formed around it. Come to this one until the square thing is formed around it, like that. Okay, then just make it red. Okay, I'll just have to copy this one. I copy it and paste it 3 times. Okay, take this one here and this one here, this one here, and this one should sorry, the serial cable should remain here, there. Okay, and this one should be here, and this one should be here. Okay, and as you can see, guys, these routers have been connected using the serial cables, and now this router is not connected to this router directly. This one also is not connected to this one directly, and to form a full mesh or other redundancy in this network, I'll connect this router to this router, this one to this one. Okay, using a normal straight through cable or crossover. It should be a crossover, but because this is just a model, I'll just use a straight through cable because I can't find something that resembles a crossover cable here. So also just write line for that one, just write line, right line I mean. So we have to choose the best line, something that's okay, that looks like a cable, I mean, the best one. Or if it can be dotted, then it's the best, but here I can't see anything that is dotted and it's a straight line. You can just see something like a rectangle, triangle. Just let me check, but I'm seeing something like a cable which is a straight, this one. But let me just proceed to check if there's something that can represent a crossover cable, something that is dotted and it's straight. Okay, I can't see, so I'll just choose this one. But when you go to packet trace, I will use a crossover cable. Okay, but meanwhile, let's just use this one between the devices. Alright, then we also take this one, place it there to this router here. So guys, as you can see, these routers here, they have redundancy. Okay, and each router is connected to each other, right? Alright, so let's connect distribution layer to the core layer, right? So as you can see, we have 2 layer 3 switches here and 2 layer 3 switches on this side. So I'll just take a straight through cable, connect to this router here, take another one, then you connect to the other router for redundancy, such that when this router is down, this one will pick up also from this switch here to this router, then also from this switch again to this router. Redundancy is included, as you can see. Then also from this one to this one, then also from this one to this one. Okay, then finally from this one to this one, and this one to this one. So guys, as you can see, as you can clearly see, that there are redundancy in our topology, and each device is connected to each other using more than 2 cables. Although at this point I will not be connecting the 2 layers 3 switches at this point. Okay, alright, so guys, let's connect access layer to distribution layer. So I'll start from this one to that one, this one to this one, and this one to this one, then this one to this one, this one to this one, and finally this one to this one. And now guys, for redundancy, when this switch dies, these layer 2 switches won't communicate outside. Okay, so let's include the redundancy here. So I'll just include from this one to this one. Okay, then this one to this one, then this one to this one. It's very easy to model network topology as long as you understand what is required. Very easy. Just make sure that there is redundancy in the network and you understand the case study, right? Okay, so finally to that one, and as you can see, I'll just try to take this above. I did. Okay, and just a minute, I'll just maximize it and then I hide it again. Okay, so also this side I'll hide like that. No, it doesn't look good at all. I'll just minimize, I'll just reduce, zoom it in. Okay, and okay, so guys, as you can see, we have redundancy between access layer and the distribution layer, and between the distribution layer and the core layer. So let's finish on the other side, this side also. Okay guys, so I've done the cabling, and as you can see here, all the devices have been connected to each other and there are redundancy in the network. And as you can see guys, we have the core layer at the center, the distribution layer on the right and on the left, and the access layers on the right and on the left. Okay guys, so what's basically remaining is to connect the host devices, and we've been told that there are, at least, before we can connect host devices guys, it's very important to name the devices, right? So that we can know that which device is this and which devices are it connecting to. Okay, so guys, I will do the naming very fast, so just give me some time, I'll do the naming. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I've labeled the routers: floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4 routers. So I'll proceed with the layer 3 switches. Okay guys, so as you can see also, we have labeled all the layer 3 switches. This is floor 3 layer 3 switch, floor 4 layer 3 switch, floor 2 layer 3 switch, and finally floor 1 layer 3 switch. So let me proceed to access layer switches. Guys, for the access layer switches, we have to check the tables and label them as per departments. Okay, so as you can see, we have for floor 1 we have management, research, and human resource. So let's say this is management switch, management switch. Okay, and this is research switch, and this is HR switch. Okay, so I'll do the others very fast to save time. Okay, so for second floor, so basically, as you can see, we have named all the devices in our network, in our topology here. So as you can see, we have the routers here labeled as router floor 1 router, floor 2, floor 3, and floor 6, floor router I mean. Then floor 1 layer 3 switch, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4 layer 3 switches, and then finally we have access layer switches, which has been named or labeled after the departments. For example, management switch, research, HR, marketing, accounting, finance, etc, etc. So guys, basically what's remaining, let's include host devices, right? Okay, alright, so I'll just include host devices in the network. I will include host devices in the network. So I'll just check on the table. For example, we basically have only PCs and printers. Okay, and also there was a point that was about wireless devices, so let me just check on it. Okay, there was also a point where there was wireless users. Okay, so I will include PC and a smartphone, or rather something wireless. Okay, alright, or a laptop. So let's just say computer. Just give it time and just search that. Give it time. One PC and a printer. One PC and a printer. Can't see printer here. I'll just try to check. I'll just search printer. Just search a printer and input the printer. So here's a printer. Good. Okay, so that's a printer for management printer, and at least let's put something wireless. For example, what can we use? We can use a smartphone phone to show that there is a wireless access in the network. We can use even this on PDA, but let me check for a better one. Smartphone. Good. We need a smartphone here. Where's the smartphone? Sorry, why is this one coming? Okay, so this is a smartphone here. Okay, then we need to connect them to the switch, right? And which line are we going to use? We are going just to use the ordinary crossover cable. I'll just copy that one and paste, guys. So this one I'll do first for all the remaining devices, because I've showed you how to get the devices here. You just type, or you just search here. Okay, so I'll just going to do it very fast. I'm just going to do it very fast and return when this one is done. And just okay, as you can see, guys, I have placed a PC as required, a printer as required, and a wireless device as required. But for this wireless device, guys, I don't need to use a cable. Can I find something wireless or something like wave? Good, here. So let's try to use this one, something like let me just take which one. Let me just take Wi-Fi here. Okay, so let's assume I'll take this cable here. Let's assume that there is a access point here. Okay, so this access point is connected to our switch there. and it's this access point that is giving wireless connection. Okay, so I'll just have to name them very fast, guys, and proceed with the remaining parts so that we can save time. So let's say this is management PC. Copy that one, then I come here to say management printer, then this is management phone, and let's assume this is our access point, management access point. Okay, alright, so it's this access point that will provide wireless connection to the phone. Okay, alright guys, so guys, I'll pause the video and return when I'm done connecting these to all the switches. Okay, remember we have 11 switches remaining, and in order to save time, guys, I'll return when I'm done allocating these switches, the 4 devices. Okay, alright, so let's see. So guys, as you can see, we have completed the naming of the devices and placing of the host devices at every respective switch, and as you can see, every switch has the respective devices. And on the server room switch, as you can see, let me just expand it. You can see on the server room switch we have the 3 servers as expected. Okay, we have the DCP, email, and the HTTP server. So guys, basically I think we have placed all the devices as expected, and this is the final, this is our final design. As you can see, we have the routers here, and there are 3 switches and the access layer switches plus the respective devices, including the access point that will provide wireless access. Alright, so guys, as you can see, everything is almost finished, and the naming convention is also okay, and we have the first floor, second floor, third floor, and fourth floor routers plus the layer 3 switches and all the access layer switches included. And now guys, let's just draw the boundaries so that we can identify that this is first floor, this is second floor, and so on and so forth. So I'll try to check on a container so that we can draw a boundary. Just write on a container and search. So the container will try to hold the floors and draw the boundary. So just scroll down and let's choose the best container that can be used here. So let's just use this one. Yes, so you drag it to the workspace, and let's test it. It's okay, as you can see the topology is looking fine at the background. So now let's remove it first, then now start drawing on the floors. So first let's minimize this one first, so that we can have a small workspace to draw the boundaries. Okay, so come back to the container and take one and place it at a favorite position, then drag. So drag until it looks fine, just the way I'm doing. Then you have to name the floor. Let's say this is floor 1. No, not floor 1, but third floor, I mean, because this was third floor. Alright, so we move down to the 4th floor. We take another container as shown. Make sure you place it the way I'm doing, at the favorite position, and drag it until it looks fine the way I'm just doing. Okay, just a little bit, then you name it. So this one will be 4th floor. You just have to name it 4th floor. Let's do it in capital letters, I mean caps lock. Let me check that first. It's 3rd floor, so this should be 4th floor in caps. Alright, just make sure that everything looks fine. Alright, so we have separated the 3rd floor and 4th floor using the containers. So we go back to 1st floor and the 2nd floor. We place the same container and we drag it until all the devices are included in the container, and then we name it. Now this will be 1st floor in caps. Make sure it's in caps, right? Alright, so let's just finally let's draw the 2nd floor container. Okay, drag it until it's aligned at the base position, then name it. This is 2nd floor. Alright guys, so guys, basically I think let's just adjust the devices that are overlapping. Let's make it very fast. Okay, I think now it's a little bit, I'll drag a little bit this one, and also the phone. Okay, so what's remaining? I'll just try to drag the container down so that it can include all the 2nd floor devices in the container. Alright, so it's okay guys. Alright, so I think everything's is just done. What we need to do now is just to let me just align it a little bit so that it doesn't use a lot of space. Just have to align it a little bit so that it doesn't use a lot of space. There I'm doing. Take it up somewhere there. Also on this side also we take it to the other side so that it doesn't use a lot of space. Okay, just make it looks better the way I'm just doing right now. And guys, as you can see, we have included all the floors: 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor and 4th floor, and they are separated using the containers, which will act as our boundaries. And in our design you can see the access layer, distribution layer and the core layer, and all the devices have been named as per the table provided. Alright guys, so basically what is remaining now is to print this design so that we can see how the design looks in a picture form. So how do we do that? It's very important, because sometimes when you're making documentation you have to attach the picture of your design. So you have to print it, go to file, then choose export, Then you come to change file type, then you choose PNG for a photo print. So just choose PNG and double click, and I'll choose desktop as the location, and I'll name it as let's say net design. Okay, alright, then just leave everything the way they have and click OK. Alright, so I think it's printed. Let's go to our desktop and see net design, where it is. Here it is. So guys, as you can see, the design is looking pretty much okay on the picture form, and you can see the distribution layer, access layer, and the core layer. We have the access layer both on the right and the left, distribution layer both on the right and the left, then the core layer at the center, and all the devices have been named as per the department. So guys, and if you need this project guys, as I have already said, just go to our channel and join. Click on the join button and you will access every file, be it the PDF that you just read here, the Microsoft Visual that you just created here, or the tracer file that you will create in the next part of the project. Okay, so basically guys, please subscribe to our channel, and let's see you again in the next part of the project. Bye.